My name is Gilbert Njoroge, advocate to the High Court of Kenya, acting for the first petition in this matter. Now the questions you have posed to court is, why should Kenyans eat substandard food? Why, when the Constitution guarantees that every Kenyan should have healthy food to eat, why then should it be giving poison to our people? Why should the government, why should those authorities which have been bestowed with the mandate to protect the people, why have they neglected their mandate? And those are the questions that we are posed. And further, if we can export clean food that is up to the European standards, why should we ourselves consume food that is laced with poisons, with chemicals which have been banned in European countries? Some have been banned in the United States of America. Why should we then continue as Kenyans eating food that is laced with poisons? These compounds are known carcinogens, as we have demonstrated and as the experts have demonstrated through evidence in court. So we are very elated that the court made its landmark ruling to allow all persons who have been affected to join in this petition. And some of those people are here before you. So it was not an exercise in futility. We have more and more Kenyans who are behind this petition, more and more who want to come, more who have been affected, more who are going to be affected if we do nothing. So we can't just sit there and do nothing. That is why the petition is in court, to protect each and every Kenyan. It doesn't matter. It's not only those who are here before you who have been affected. Anyone in Kenya who's eating food from Timau, anyone in Kenya who's eating food from Nyandarua, anyone in Kenya who's eating food from Mwea, rice from Mwea, anyone in Kenya who's eating pineapples, all these people are at risk of being affected. And with the cancer cases, as Adale mentioned, with us having 47,000 new cancer cases each year and 32,000 deaths, it's not a joke. So what we need is for the court to invoke those clauses and provisions of the Constitution to protect each and every Kenyan. And for those who have been affected, regrettably, what we are seeking is that they be compensated. What we've seen in European countries is that these carcinogens, the questions about these carcinogens have been posed in court, and we've had payments and settlements for persons who are not Kenyans. So the question is, do Kenyans deserve to be paid? Do they deserve a clean and healthy environment and clean food as Europeans do, as Americans do? That is the question that we have posed. And our answer is to the affirmative, yes. All of us deserve clean and healthy environment and clean and healthy food for us to consume.
Dr. Daimuta, who's been one of the experts that vetted this patient, and he could give a brief overview of the scientific and health effects associated with some of these pesticides.
Thank you very much. I think at the moment, before we used to say...
You started your name and then come to services.
Yeah, my name is Daimuta. I've already been introduced. What I was saying is that we used to say, kikulacho kinguoni mwako. I think that narrative is changing today to kikulacho kisahanini mwako. What we are seeing is that what we are consuming is more of poison than food. Kenya has been on the map of rising cancer cases. We are also seeing several other cases that are coming out, like organ failure. We are seeing multiple organ failure. We are seeing cardiac-related, that is heart-related problems. We are also seeing people presenting with various maladies, which includes like people forming their weight. We are seeing people having various fats, central, what we call weight around the abdomen area. Mafuta, watu wanasema mafuta, they are forming mafuta. You've seen all this as a result of, some of it is what we call mitochondrial toxicity, as a result of consuming small portions of poisons for a very long time, and it keeps on accumulating until it arrests the body normal metabolic system. These are some of the evidences that we are trying to put together. We are trying to gather a relate science with what the maladies that we are seeing in clinical areas and the clinical conditions that people are presenting, so that we can be able to support this petition and give it also a scientific basis. A key thing that I will put across to all of us, it is good that we get alarmed. Everyone is a victim, because I'm sure you have consumed these foods. Somebody passed through the restaurant this morning, or on your table this day, you ate something. That food could be toxic. And therefore, we all should get alarmed. We are all victims. I want to appreciate the legal team that are leading us on this matter. They are leading us on an important cause that is going to save you, save your families, and the rest of the Kenya's lineage.
Na ni David Rungwethuka na nimeajiriwa Del Monte 1998 December. Nikafanya kazi nikiwa general field worker, na nikiwa general field worker huwa tunatumwa kila pahali tunafanya kazi, hata ni kwa mandawa kwa kupanda ile mbegu ziko na ndawa. Na after miaka 9 2009 niligojeka na nikaanza kwa dispensary yao. Wakanitibu, wakashindwa, wakanituma Thika level 5. Hawa nao wanituma Kenyatta. Kukuja Kenyatta ndio niliambiwa niko na kansa, na wakanitibu, wakanifanya operation, nikaendelea mpaka 2020 ndio sasa waliniambia sasa nikujage kliniki. Sasa baadaye mimi nikalitaya 2022 na bado sijasikia mzuri, bado huwa naendelea tu na matibabu hata kwa sasa.
Majina naitwa Lucy Makena, nimetoka sehemu ya Meru. Mimi ni mmoja wa athiriwa wenye wamepatwa na hiyo maradhi ama magonjwa. Nimeweza kupoteza wazazi watatu, ambaye mmoja ni my father ambaye ameenda na hiyo ugonjwa wa kisukari. My father in law pia ameenda na hiyo ya cancer liver. Pia tumepoteza my aunt ambaye ameenda na hiyo naitwa cardiac arrest. Na pia my uncle pia naye ni mgonjwa ambaye tuko naye hapa, ni mgonjwa pia, ako na throat cancer. So tumetumia dawa kwa muda mrefu hizi za ukulima, na hata tukienda hospitali tunaambiwa ni hiyo chakula tunakula, tumenyunyizia hizo dawa za pesticide. Kwa hivyo sisi ni waathiriwa, na tunaomba serikali katuangalilie zaidi, kaweze kuangalia hawa wagonjwa wa kansa, kaweze kuona ni njia gani itaweza kuwasaidia, maana wameteseka sana. Tukienda hospitali sha ikienda saa zingine huwa unaambiwa iko exhausted, na pia unapoteza muda wako mwingi na kukosa pesa ya matibabu, na uwezi ukatibiwa bila pesa. Tunaomba serikali kaangalie zaidi, kaone ni jinsi gani itasaidia wakulima, na waone ni jinsi gani tutatumia ukulima wetu bila kutumia dawa ambazo ziko na poison.
In a nutshell, this case is about food sovereignty. It is about the right to food of acceptable quality as offered and stipulated in Article 43 of our Constitution. Today, we were in court to observe the compliance of court orders that were issued on the 18th of September 2025, in which we sought to be able to add more people who've been affected by pesticides manufactured within the European Union, in America. A vast majority of them have been banned in those areas of manufacture, but they continue to be sold to Kenya and other African countries, and they have been banned on grounds of high health and environmental effect. So we moved on in court in 2022 on a petition against the Agrochemicals Association of Kenya, the PCPP, Bayer, Monsanto, Syngenta, and a number of other manufacturers of these pesticides in Kenya. For the past 3 years, to an extent, the government of Kenya has agreed with our petition and has withdrawn a number of these pesticides from market, including a recent circulation of withdrawal of 70 active ingredients. And while this has been a positive step, thousands of Kenyans have been affected by the use of these pesticides. For the last 3 months, we've been to Naivasha, we've been to Timau, we've met patients, some of whom were here. We've been able to sample our soils, our water. We've worked with teams of forensics, and what we see is really shocking. With our soils containing paraquat and active ingredient of malathion, with our waters containing glyphosate, and these are pesticides or active ingredients that have serious health effects, as has been witnessed, including Parkinsonism, non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. And on the basis of these health effects and on the basis of the environmental right as provided under Articles 42, 69 and 70, we were able to move the Environment Court at Milimani, and we are happy that the judge agreed with us on the preliminary issue, where we sought to add more people who've been affected by these pesticides. So this is a great win and a great conversation for the people of Kenya as far as food sovereignty is concerned and as far as environmental rights are concerned. Our argument is Kenyans, as the Constitution provides, that they have a right to not just enough food, not just to be free from hunger, but to have food of acceptable quality. So the basic question today to every Kenyan is the food available for every Kenyan of acceptable quality? And if this food is not of acceptable quality, what could be adulterating the quality of food available to Kenyans? And we found these pesticides to have had very serious effects, affecting the food available to Kenyans and in extension, the Bill of Rights. Because once we are having food that is laced with ingredients that are carcinogenic, then it even affects the right to life, which is in the Bill of Rights. So we are happy, and hundreds of patients from all over the country who are interested in joining this petition have had a right now to formally be joined in this petition. We'll be doing a formal application for joinder on Monday, as the court is satisfied that we've complied with these orders. And we are positive that indeed justice will be found for them. Thank you.